There's an angry mob calling for the censorship of video games. What's new? Could we potentially get a new F-Zero game? And is Cyberpunk 2077 getting the No Man's Sky treatment? Let's find out. If you want to support the channel, support me, all that stuff, just drop a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get into the movie. Top Hat Studios' Sense is coming to the Nintendo Switch soon, January 7th. It's gonna be $19.99. We'll talk about the game in a little bit. We're gonna talk about a controversy surrounding the game right now, which is absolutely outrageous. Obviously, it was getting promoted on social medias like, hey, this is coming to the Nintendo Switch. And then under the tweets and the whatever, the Instagram posts and all that stuff, there were people that were furious, absolutely outraged that this big titty waifu game is coming to the Nintendo Switch. I'm like, have you not been paying attention? I mean, Senran Kagura, all this other stuff. I mean, I don't know what the big deal about this is. I watched the trailer. The game looked boring to me. Like I said, we'll talk about that in a minute. But literally, the studio has had to post screenshots of dozens and dozens and dozens of tweets saying outrageous shit to the company. They actually came out and said like, hey, we're getting death threats and all this other stuff. Can we calm this down? And then other outlets and people were like, no, you're not. Shut up, liar. Just people like, you need to censor your GOM. You need to censor it, okay? To please us. Tons of people that aren't gonna buy the game. You don't have to buy the game. No one's forcing you to buy the game. You're not strapped to a chair and they go, actually give us $20 and play this game. That's not how it works. You don't wanna play the game, you don't like the content, guess what, dipshit? Don't buy it. Wow, what a solution. Can you imagine? Freedom of choice to what you're entertained by. I cannot believe it. Like, literally, oh my God, these girls have big bobbies. I don't wanna play that. Great, more big titty waifus for me. Okay, I don't know what you want. Like, what do you, like, I don't understand how you can be outraged at something like, Quentin Tarantino depicted Nazis and Inglourious Bastards. Wow, that's so racist. It's like the same level. It's like, are you this dumb? Just because they were equating it to like, wow, now we see why children don't respect women or boys don't respect women and women get raped and all this stuff because you put big titty waifus in your Cyberpunk game. What? What? I'm gonna read you some of the tweets right now. I'm literally just gonna pick some out. I haven't vetted this at all. Disgusting. Hope you get shot. Fucking incels. Jesus Christ. The fact both you and Nintendo and whoever else is involved in this mess feel fine pushing out harmful products, encouraging violence against women is a blatant breach of the law. Expect a right in the mail sometime soon. We got some guy's gonna sue him, I guess. 666 Twisted. Hope you enjoy the coming legal action. Disgusting incel garbage. Can't you keep your cesspools on 4chan? I watched this trailer of the game. I don't know anything else about the game other than what I saw in the trailer. It was a point and click side scroller from what I saw where they're like solving mysteries or something and the chicks happen to have big boobs. That's literally all I saw. That's all. I said, oh wow, this looks boring. I don't want to play this. I liked the bobbies and I like anime style waifus, but that's it. That's all there is to it. I don't know what these people are talking about. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe you're like typing right now. Actually, Sean, this game depicts a scene where you beat the shit out of a woman. The characters you were playing as were women, so I don't know what the deal is. And regardless, again, you don't have to play it. You don't. No one's forcing you, all right? Just don't play the goddamn game. Jesus Christ. Top Hat Gaming had to put out the statements because they were getting gaslit or whatever, all this other stuff by people saying, you're lying. No one's actually saying this to you. People are just demanding censorship. It's a little re-mob just going after somebody. It's all outrageous and silly. Don't censor creators. They themselves say like, no, we're not gonna censor this. They just put out a new tweet with like a really long thing saying why they had to put all the stuff and everything and blah, blah, blah. At the end of it, they said, we will not censor the game. And boy, oh boy, I stand right behind them. Get it, boys. Don't censor creators. If you don't like what they're creating, go the fuck somewhere else. Easy. Like maybe you don't like my videos because I'm an idiot. I don't blame you. And could we be getting a new F-Zero game? Well, F-Zero GX producer Toshihiro Nagoshi wouldn't mind, in quotes, working on a new one. F-Zero celebrated its 30th anniversary last November with no one said a thing about it. Everyone just kept going about like, oh, F-Zero's 30 and this other. You shut your mouth. We don't talk about that. And then just things went on as well. We had the huge Mario celebration, but F-Zero, they were just like, be quiet. Anyways, he said he wouldn't mind working on it. I got a screenshot to say exactly what he said. Putting aside the odds of it happening, saying it's probably not gonna happen, I must admit I have a lot of affection for F-Zero GX. If the opportunity were to present itself, I wouldn't mind, and in that case, I'd like to make it a challenging game. I believe that if Nintendo just wants a racing game that is fun and accessible, they already have Mario Kart for that purpose. Exactly right. Nintendo does not care about racing games. They have Mario Kart. That's enough for them, right? But maybe, you know, a lot of people, I get a few comments. A few commenters consistently comment about like, oh, where's FZero? Where the hell is FZero? It does have a little diehard fan base, but I mean, it's just like, we get it, right? When you go really fast around things and there's speed boosts and you heal on the little lights on the ground. We know what F-Zero is, we get it. Do we need another one? I feel like it's not that fun to me personally. Oh my God, here comes the hate. I'm sorry, I'm just giving you my personal opinion. I am sorry, I know you love it and that's great, good for you. But I just don't think it's that cool. I don't think we're probably gonna ever see another F-Zero because it's just a forgotten Nintendo franchise. We're gonna see Captain Falcon making cameos in Smash Bros and maybe some other stuff, and that's about it. But hey, for you guys, I hope we do get one. Can I just say that? I will say that. I guess we don't know what the future holds. I'll keep your fingers crossed. I don't know what to do. And there was a recent Cyberpunk supposed angry dev leak on Reddit. It was like an angry dev like update leak where he said like, oh, these are our future plans for updates going forward, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. It's a really long thing on like Reddit R leaks or something, video game leaks, some Reddit leaks thing, video game not links. Reddit video game leaks thing. Dreamcast guy made a video about it. I watched it and he was like, I believe like half of it and then half of it I don't believe. I'm like, what do you mean? You're like, the guy's like just made up half of it and the other half is like true. He's like, I hid hidden nuggets of true information amongst a lot of false information. He's clearly trying to pass the whole thing off as true. I don't think it is. The guy pretty much goes into in-depth saying like, it's gonna be the next No Man's Sky. Remember how that came out and it was not at all what like you were promised it was gonna be, and they slowly change it. Now it's something that more resembles what we were told it was gonna be. He's like, it's basically that. But obviously that's what's gonna happen with Cyberpunk. They're gonna keep patching the game, it's gonna get better and better. But the stuff he says, like, we cut 50,000 lines of dialogue. All the apartments in the game you can't go into, you were originally allowed to go into, and well, we cut all this stuff. I'm like, why would you cut it all? Like that, what the fuck? And then he does talk about cutting lines of code and all this stuff, and Dreamcast guy makes like, well, why would you ever do that? And I'm like, well, then why the fuck are you believing this shit? He literally said like, no, I believe this part, but this part I don't believe. Like, what doesn't make any sense to me? Like, you're just like, I'm just cherry picking what I want to believe out of a clear lie. That's my Dreamcast guy impression. But anyway, shouts out to Dreamcast guy. I don't think any of this is real. Obviously, Cyberpunk is going to get better and better as time goes on. That's just an inevitability. We've been getting huge 15 gig patches like every week. At this point, we had the original 43 gig. Obviously, we're gonna do for another one soon. I think an 18 gig soon, like next week or something. So the game is gonna get better and better, but it's not gonna just be a complete overhaul. We're like, oh my God, we added back in the 50,000 lines of dialogue that were missing. I don't think so. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong, right? Wouldn't it be awesome if we did get all the stuff that like Cyberpunk promised? Go watch Beat 'em Up's video on Cyberpunk. He does an amazing job. He completely 100% ripped off Nakey Jakey though. Shouts out to Nakey Jakey and Beat 'em Ups. I mean, just don't hit the player, hit the game, or I don't know what the deal is. But anyways, well, I guess we'll see. Again, we'll see. I don't know. But if you want to support the channel monetarily, we have a merch store, fugamegear.bigcartel.com. We got shirts, stickers, mugs, all that fun stuff, good quality, fast shipping, good pricing. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/fugamecrue. For as low as $1 a month, you can help support out the channel there. We also have a join button down below. You can support us like Patreon through YouTube, a monthly thing there. You get a cool little badge next to your name. The changes along giving a supporter, you know the whole deal. But you can support us just by liking, commenting, subscribing, all that fun stuff. Links to everything in the description. There'll be a pinned comment down below with all the other channels that I work on. Camera channels in the description down below. We're also in BitChute and Rumble. Go check us out over there, and I'll see you later.
So I want to say thank you to your loyalty. Thank you for your support.